want to keep this because I am obsessed with you. And it's cute. I love it.
As of today, I am 26 years old and my body count is 1. We'll always fight to the death for women with high body counts.
When dudes say that wanting younger women is just in their DNA, what they're really saying is they want an excuse to be absolute creepers. They are happier being without men that treat them like dogs.
Filipinos have natural beauty. In the United States, when you go on a date, a girl expects you to do everything.
Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Before I get into this video, I ask that you like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to be sure you get on my videos as soon as I release them. Let's get right into this.
Listen, I do not care what anybody says. That man is my husband, okay? It's date number 2. It has been I don't care. It's been confirmed. Never, I said it the first time, never have I had such a cute date. This date takes the cake. Oh my goodness. 4 hours. We met at 4:30, finished at 8:30. Again, waited 20 minutes for the bus to come at the very end. And I'm just, this time we held hands. We were so affectionate. Like, oh my goodness. I got cheek kisses. Now, mind you, I have anxiety around first kisses. So that's a lot to work through, but the amount of cheek kisses I got, forehead kisses, we were hugging each other, just like, it was so cute. We got donuts. Oh my goodness, we went to Krispy Kreme, and hold on, let me go get it. I have a little second date memento because apparently they just give these out at Krispy Kreme, and he went to go grab one. I'm like, oh, that's cute. And then he put his on. I'm like, oh my God, I need one. And I'm just like, I'm going to hold on to mine because this is my second date memento. I want to keep this because I am obsessed with you. And it's cute. I love it. I'm telling you, we went and got donuts, and as I'm, telling the lady what donuts I want, he's just like arms around me, just like, so cute, so cute. We walked a lot. What am I at? It's not even going to tell me. I just knew at some point I was at like 26,000 steps, and he gave me like 16 of those. Like, it was such a beautiful day, and we're just walking around Bloor Street hand in hand. This perfect. Now, mind you, I know nobody is perfect, but is he perfect for me? Yes, I need it. He is my favorite human being. Long story short, the second date went super well. Oh my goodness. I'm obsessed with him. He's like the kind of guy where he would be the type of boyfriend that is like, I've seen them in movies, I've seen them on TV, but I didn't think they existed in real life. He exists in real life.
This guy had to be an Adonis, right? Because there's no way she accepted. That's how I'm thinking. I know that you guys are thinking the same thing. There's no way she accepted a long walk, probably some coffee, some Krispy Kremes. They probably went to dinner too, but probably somewhere this is what guys want to do. Guys don't want to just take a woman to dinner and then that's it, I get to know you. They want to take women on a full day of things. But you can do that when you keep the meals in a reasonable price, right? A guy can take you to a cheesecake factory. Let me finish here. Let me cook. Ladies, I don't know if you're watching, let me cook. They can take you to Cheesecake Factory and take you to Krispy Kremes, take you on a long walk in the park. Because while a guy's doing all of that, he's getting to what? Know you. She took the time and she appreciated it. And see, this woman here is what guys looking for. But one thing she's not saying, this guy probably was an Adonis. Or she's just a good woman. I don't know.
I'm telling you, I won the Hinge lottery. I've never felt so happy, so light. I'm on cloud 20. He is so cute. I like it. I like him a lot. This is so much fun. This experience has just like restored so much faith in dating in the city. It's so hard. And you see it all over your timeline where it's just like one disappointment after another. But I don't know, for whatever reason, like this has just made me be hopeful that you can find something decent in this city. You can find not even decent. You can find something good. This is not decent. I am not settling. Like, this is a delightful human being. I would be lucky to be able to explore more with him. I am just...
Man, I'm waiting for the next one. Oh yeah, I found out he's married and has 5 kids, right? Because these are the guys that probably got that stuff figured out, right? A guy knows how to do it. He's married, 5 kids. And another one was, I told you, see, you said he's perfect. There's girls in the comments right now. I told you he's not perfect. I said he's probably married. That's why he knows how to treat a woman. That's what's coming next. You already know, y'all. You already know. See, when people ask why I'm 27 with a low body count.
So I'm about to be super candid with you guys. As of today, I am 26 years old and my body count is 1, the person I'm currently dating actually. But do you know why I will always fight to the death for women with high body counts, workers, or women who are just perceived as promiscuous in general?
Why?
Word.
Why are you going to do that? Because I feel like you're lying about your one. Why are you going to fight for them for? Because you're one of them?
Because I simply believe it is wrong to put the totality of someone's value on their body's capabilities, their physical appearance, or their sexual history.
Making progress.
Our schmecks.
But we're men. Men are going to do that. Because also, woman can't bond with a man when she has a bunch of body counts. She has a lot of bodies. Why? What does that mean? That's like if a man, right, is just bodying people. This is the same reaction, right? Let's take a serial iller. I gotta say iller because YouTube. A serial iller. It's just bodying people. It's the first time he's nervous. He's not used to it. But once he got bodies. Lots
of bodies, apparently.
What happens? It becomes second nature. That's second nature. He's woke up, same thing, woman. It's second nature. So they don't take it seriously. Yes, great analogy. Give me a head, head shake, a hand clap, all that stuff.
Schmecks' lives are only a facet of who we are, and a much smaller facet than people might think. Whenever someone has asked me about my body count in the past, it was usually a huge indicator that they were going to prioritize the physical aspect of our relationship, which makes for a really unfulfilling relationship. I understand being proud of accomplishing sexual discipline, but I just think that can be done without making other women feel like crap about their past.
She said, now, I just seen a woman that gave her life to God yesterday on a video, and she said she was thinking about marrying a guy, like having a fake marriage just to get something. It's wild. She started to see all of her wrongs, and then she started wanting to do things. Like the evilness came out, and it's the same with men, but she doesn't realize, right? Because that girl definitely has more than one body. I already can tell. When she said, "Yeah, I have 26, I have one body," but I'm gonna tell you why I defend. No, you can't say that. That doesn't come after that when you only have one body. I'm sorry.
Some of your boyfriends are so ugly, isn't the word, like visually unstimulating, that truly I feel like I lose my sense of object permanence around them, which is something that like humans develop as babies. It's the understanding that even when something isn't in your line of sight, if it's not in a different room, you still understand that it's real. Some of these men, it's like I close my eyes and I can't, they're so like unremarkable and just like insert man here that I just like I try to conjure an image of them and I can't.
I gotta get a
Look at you.
for real. Well, for real, please come out. Because look at you. And I hope you're married too. You look about 40 years old. You better be married, lady. I gotta look her up right after this.
I forget what they look like. Like, and I think it's because I'm a good friend, okay? Because, like, I think it's because I'm like, surely, like, who's that guy? Like, I'm like, she's not still with him. Like, she'll post on Instagram, and I'm like, is that the same guy from college? I can't remember. And it's scary for me because, like, I have Alzheimer's in my family. How do you think I feel? Like, I will meet your boyfriend, and I'm like, nice to meet you, young man. I'm told I've met him before. That's frightening. I'm like, it's too soon for all this. But I'm such a good friend that I meet this guy. And don't worry, it's a personality thing too, to be so clear before you say, like, it's so mean to say that you don't remember unattractive men. It's a personality thing. If he was a little funny, fun, interesting, I would recall, right? But he's so flopzilla that it's like, I literally can't fathom that you're still with him. In my mind, I'm Men in Black myself. My mind goes like, no, it couldn't be. Couldn't be.
Okay. I have that same condition, but the way she is addressing it, it's off. Like she put herself here and put the men down here and didn't even realize. I know she wasn't meaning to do that, but that's how it comes across.
Shaming tactic to men anytime they date a woman in their 20s. And the thing is this, ladies, it's biological.
Hey there, decrepit old hag over the age of 18 here. Gonna talk about how this is an absolute myth and that men are not biologically hardwired to prefer young women. When dudes say that wanting younger women is just in their DNA, what they're really saying is they want an excuse to be absolute creepers.
Stop it. Society is supposed to run that way, right? Like all these women want men making a certain amount of money. And you get that when you get with an older man, right? A man really, as you want to put it that way, right? Younger guys should be focused on what they're doing. Older men focus on the woman because they've already did what they need to do. That's why it's meant to be that way. Nothing to do with creepers, but you're going to say it because you want society to run a certain way. You're used to women winning. Women are starting to win now. I admit, y'all are. And so now, creep. I had a meet with a guy today, right? He's 60 years old. He has to come to the Philippines. We had a long conversation. He has to come to the Philippines. Why? Because for him getting a younger woman, and he knows the woman he wants is going to be over 35. But even that, a woman like you around your age, I'm not getting with you. I wouldn't dare cook and clean for you.
They're also making an effort to hold on to the last vestiges of power that they have left because women are continuing to encroach on all of the spaces that they once dominated, and they are terrified to lose their unearned privilege and lose the little relevance that they have left.
By contrast, she's appealing and attractive. She has a comforting character. Her character, a high-value woman, is comforting in her character. She's not going to shame you, insult you, or guilt you. She's going to lift and build people up. She's enthusiastic and exuberant about things. She's, like I said, she's liberating. Low-value women are the opposite.
This myth has been perpetuated by evolutionary psychology, which is a widely criticized field because they don't do a good job of distinguishing between environmental and cultural explanations for things and adaptive evolutionary explanations for things.
They are burdensome. A high-value woman is a feminine asset. A low-value woman is a liability.
And they don't stand up to the rigorous standards of traditional evolutionary biology when it comes to providing causal evidence. There was this dude, David Buss, who in the late 80s did this study where he looked at men and women across 37 countries and observed that men typically go for younger women, women typically go for older men. And he hypothesized that it was because men were seeking women of peak fertility. But what's interesting is he didn't apply this same mode of thought for women because men also lose fertility as they age.
Now look at this.
Every year after the age of 20, they're becoming less fertile, and a 40-year-old dude will take at least 2 years to get a peak fertile woman pregnant.
Come on now. Stop it.
Get some help.
Men can still get, if a man is 40, right, and that's the case, I say you're right? That's the case. He has more of a shot with a younger woman. And what's happening nowadays with this dating market in the West, a lot of men are single and childless. And why is that? And they don't want to try with you, women like you, right? Women, and they don't want to try with a lot of women out here because of, look what you're talking about right now. A lot of guys that are older have no chance unless they leave. It's wild. A lot of men are forced to become passport bros. Think about that.
people that work in this field are often criticized for conflating what actually is with what they think ought to be. They observe a pattern and then they make it fit a narrative that they already believe. And this is why you'll often see evolutionary psychologists advocating against social change, and why Dr. Buss is often seen with Jordan Peterson chatting on the internet. The really interesting thing about those 37 countries that Buss studied is that if you look at them over time, you track mating strategies and the ages at which people are attracted to one another, and you compare that to the country's UN Gender Equality Index score. As gender equality rises, the age gap shrinks. That idea that men are naturally hardwired to go for younger women starts to disappear almost as quickly as Myron's hairline. So when those traditional gender roles are stripped away, people are getting together closer in age because they have more in common, right? They're at similar life stages, and there are other things influencing what makes a good partnership. So when dudes are talking about youth being the number one thing they look for in a woman, what they're doing is try to devalue women's accomplishments. Because we're working on outpacing them in every category, and they are scared. So they're going to tell you your career doesn't matter, your education doesn't matter, your ambition doesn't matter, your wealth doesn't matter. And what's more important is that you're young and submissive.
You are made of stupid.
And what better way for them to try and sell this but by telling you that it's just a matter of biology and it can't be changed.
This is why guys have to leave.
They want to scare women and make them think that if they're over the age of 25, like all male attention will simply vanish. Unfortunately for them, the majority of women are waking up to the fact that life is a lot better without problematic men. And so many women are realizing that y'all simply aren't worth the trouble. And the data supports this. Single, childless women are the happiest in society.
That's a who's that.
They are happier being without men that treat them like dogs or are looking for replacement mommies. And I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge the fact that many of these men also suffer from crippling self-esteem issues. And the only way that they can feel more like a man and more like they have something of value is if they are controlling, manipulating, and abusing someone else. And often, that's women.
Wow. It's sad, man, that a lot of these women still don't realize most men don't get the time of day. They just don't. They don't realize that. Like, it's sad. It's like, look at the men versus woman argument, right? And then you turn around and go, but what are you talking about? Most men aren't getting the time. Most men don't get the time and energy from you. I've been saying it in every video. It's true. Women just can't seem to grasp that. They can't. When women start grasping that, they go, oh, okay, it makes sense. But it's not hard. Because a lot of those guys end up saying they have to leave, and then they're bashed for it. Oh, yeah, well, you're leaving. Nobody wants you anyway. And then you wonder why the statistics are the way they are. A lot of guys aren't getting dates, right? And a lot of guys actually are making the money, still not getting dates. Nothing's wrong with them. They may not be spending a bunch of money on the freshest gear, on the nicest car, right? Because they're focused. A lot of guys are on the mission, and they're realizing they want a woman that could get on their mission. And there's not enough women around that wants to get on a man's mission and breaks herself down to be able to be with a man. So what is a man going to do? Deal with an independent woman his age or leave? Better to leave. But I would say it's better for a man to leave. And here's reasons why guys are leaving and dating Filipinas.
We're going to do a video on my top 5 reasons to date a Filipino. My first is going to be natural beauty. It's very unique because Filipinos have natural beauty.
I love the way that you light up the room. I need you back like the sun and the moon.
Filipino women, are very attractive.
In this world like a Filipino girl.
And I know everyone watching you know exactly what I'm talking about. A lot of Filipinos have very nice skin. They're typically proportioned very well when I say, like, their size. Everything, it looks very nice. They're naturally beautiful. Let's move on to number 2. They're smart and loving. Filipinos, women, again relating back to me and Jessa, so smart and so loving. Just being fluent in English, Tagalog and partially, mostly fluent in Japanese, that's crazy to me. So simple things in life make you happy. And I think that's a great one. Jessa has never asked for anything. She's actually given. And so for me personally, that's crazy. So let me just tell you some experiences I've had in the United States. In the United States, when you go on a date, the girl expects you to do everything. That's pretty normal. Maybe I'm not normal. But I thought it was really neat when, Jessa would buy me some cologne and, for no reason, just as a gift.
There ain't nothing in this world like a feeling all of my.
She's a giving person. So now number 4, this is going to be a different.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. His Filipina gifted him for. I went through the same thing. See, a lot of guys don't know anything. Oh, they want money. She gifted him first. Continue.
A little bit different. This is a feeling. So this is Filipino women are empathetic. They care. They're aware of feelings. They're aware, if you're feeling sad or mad. And that's big because there's a lot of people who are like, if you're sad or mad, they're like, okay, cool. Don't be sad or mad at me. But strong family and religious connections. So Filipinos are very, 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 very family oriented and very, very religious. Okay, these are both amazing things.
You know what to do. Hop on that damn plane.
Yeah.
What are you waiting for?
That's it. And shouts out to JFK Gomez for that. But yeah, that's what guys are doing. Guys are saying, I want to get up and go, right? I want to get up and go and find that woman that's going to be all about these things, that's willing to give, not just receive. And that's what guys are finding when they go get for Filipinas, right? I've experienced it. He experienced it. And it blows your mind. You're like, wait a minute. What is this? Then you realize the whole time I've been living in what? The Matrix. And when you finally get out, you realize it's better. Because it's definitely more to life than going through what I've been going through before.
My point exactly. This is the way.
Passport, bro. Passport. No.
Answers come.